Unable to endure any more abuse and torment from her boyfriend, Debbie waited for the right moment and slipped sleeping pills into his drink. In a panic, she ran out to the street where her sister was already waiting in the car as planned. Debbie frantically yelled at her sister to drive, but suddenly a dark figure burst out of the shadows. It was her boyfriend, Johnson. Debbie's heart nearly stopped. Johnson pounded on the car window, screaming at Debbie to get out. When she wouldn't budge, he flew into a rage and punched straight through the window glass. Terrified, her sister slammed on the gas and sped away. Debbie couldn't stop shaking with fear. As Johnson watched them disappear into the distance, he turned away in disappointment and noticed the bottle of sleeping pills Debbie had dropped on the ground. But the real nightmare was just beginning. After her escape, Debbie had been hiding out at her friend's place, too scared to go outside. Then the weird stuff started happening after she received a letter about her boyfriend's death. The thing was, nobody except her sister and friend knew where she was staying. One night while Debbie was fast asleep, her blanket began slowly sliding off her body. She didn't notice anything until a camera flash suddenly went off, jolting her awake. She looked around but saw no one, figuring it must have been her imagination. Just as she was picking up her blanket, she noticed the couch behind her had suddenly sunk down, as if someone was sitting there. Debbie quickly threw the blanket over the couch but found nothing unusual. She breathed a sigh of relief, but when she tried to pull the blanket back, it was stuck like something was standing on it. Panicking, Debbie called out her friend's name, but when her friend came to check, they found nothing strange in the room. The next day, while Debbie was showering, she turned around to find the bottle of sleeping pills from the night she escaped sitting on the bathroom counter out of nowhere. It was the same bottle she'd used to drug her boyfriend, still stained with his blood and fingerprints. Terror washed over her that Monster wasn't dead after all. Later, Debbie decided to try calling her boyfriend's phone number, but to her horror, the ringtone came from the attic. She immediately climbed up to investigate and found his phone, along with photos he'd taken of her without her knowledge, a missing knife, and some of her personal belongings that had gone missing. Just then, a text message came through on the boyfriend's phone, and she heard movement on the stairs. She carefully crawled over and peered down the stairway with dread. Acting on instinct, she dumped a bucket of paint down the stairs. What happened next was absolutely horrifying. There was actually someone crouched at the bottom of the stairs.